July inflation numbers are in, and it looks like inflation may have peaked. Find out more on this week's video market update. So the inflation numbers came out bright and early this morning that showed July's inflation rate at 8.5%, which is lower than last month's, which came in at 9.1%. You can see in the graph here how inflation has been tracking, and you'll see a slight decrease in the July number. Now again, you're going to hear that inflation has peaked or inflation is starting to cool. And while that might be the case, inflation at 8.5% is still incredibly high. You can also see in this chart that the core CPI, which removes volatile energy in food, has also slightly ticked down. But we all know, if we've been to the grocery store, that the price of most of the items you're buying are still going up. In fact, some specific food indexes rose last month to the highest rate since 1979. So why the reduction of overall inflation to 8.5%? It's mostly due to the decline in gas prices. I know just at the station here by our office, at one point we were up to almost $6. Today we're at $3.91. So as gas prices come down, overall inflation will come down as well. But 8.5% is still incredibly high. So yes, are we glad that for the first time in many months the inflation number went down, not up? Yes. But inflation is still incredibly high. Now, how is this going to react? How is the market going to react? Well, the market's up as of right now, incredibly high. Why is that? Because two reasons. As inflation comes down, people are going to be willing to spend more money as things look, in theory, cheaper or less expensive. People will be willing to buy more. That's the theory. And if they do, then earnings will be better when companies report earnings. And the second, which is probably a bigger reason for the market performing well, is this puts less pressure on the Federal Reserve to hike interest rates. The thought in September was a 75 basis point or a 0.75% increase in the federal funds rate. Now that it looks like inflation might be slightly slowing and maybe slightly declining, it may put less pressure on the Federal Reserve to raise rates. As rates are raised slower, money will remain a little cheaper, and Wall Street loves cheap and easy money. So that's a quick update on the inflation number that was reported today. If you have any questions on that or anything you see in the market or in the news, let me know. If not, I hope you make it a great week.